Hey there, Steeler Nation. Flip Fisher coming at you. Earlier in the week, I had said that I was waiting on the Cameron Heyward contract, and I finally got some details on it. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's some oddities to it. And I've been doing salary cap stuff for, right around 5 years. We'll just call it 5 years. And you learn something new all the time. And this is where I give Jason and the gang over at overthecap.com a lot of credit. Tons and oodles of credit for the stuff that they find and for their insight into contracts. Now, before we get into the yearly stuff on it, let's get into the heart of the contract here at the bottom. It's a 4-year deal. It's a 4-year extension. Now, I'll explain it. I'll explain here in a bit what the difference is between a new contract and an extension. So there's $65.6 million of new money. $20.25 million guaranteed at signing, which that's a very healthy sum right there. He received $17.5 million in a signing bonus and a $2.75 million roster bonus. But the roster bonus was a bit strange. The roster bonus is being treated as a signing bonus since the contract was actually executed after what would have been the last preseason game. Now, that's where I scratch my head, where I don't understand why. I mean, so it gets prorated out. So why not just take it as, a signing bonus? That's where the really fine intricacies that I don't understand. And I need to do some digging on that. As you'll see in the contract here, 2021 and 2022 both have rolling guarantees, which for anybody who's heard me complain about them before, there's nothing guaranteed about them. I find them absolutely and utterly meaningless. It's talking heads and agents that want to get people to think, oh my gosh, this guy has all this guaranteed money in his contract. It's not guaranteed. That money's not guaranteed. That money becomes guaranteed on the third day of the league year in 2021. And then the other one, 2022. I'll get off my soapbox a little bit there. But one thing you do see about Heyward's deal is his cap number for this year is $9.3 million. Now, his contract beforehand was $13.25 million. Now, I'm going to admit, I'm going to eat my hat. I'm going to eat some crow. Got a big plate of crow in front of me. I didn't think this deal would ever get done. I said in March, no. Said in February, nope. Wrote an article that Cam Heyward himself even commented on Twitter. I'm blown away that this deal actually got done. I'm fine with the deal in a normal year. Normal year, I have no problem with this contract whatsoever. $18 million annual per year average. I don't have a big problem with that. Maybe it's a couple million more. I'm not gonna split hairs. Not gonna split hairs. His 2023 and 2024 salaries are $20 million. Will he see both those? Maybe. Depending on how much money we shove down the road. But for the next 3 years, as his contract stands right now, it's a pretty team friendly contract. With one caveat. A 2021 season. I'm not going to harp on this a lot. We just put $14.5 million there, which is what it is. But I'll tell you right now, his contract will be renegotiated next year. As you can see, there's $10.5 million between his P5 and his roster bonus. So $9 million of that can be shoved down the road. But remember, anytime you shove money from a year, some of that, and is prorated through those years, through those 4 years like that. Some of that money's going to stay in that year. So $2.25 million is going to get spread out evenly over each of those 4 years. So it should be $6.75 million, give or take, that gets kicked down the road in cap relief next year. Once we get to that 2022, knock on wood, we should be fine with our cap space. If this was any other year, I would have no problem with this contract. None. Maybe I would complain just a tad bit about those last 2 years. But for arguably the second best interior defensive lineman in the NFL, I'm okay with this contract. I want to get into just two quick things. Let's look at the 2021 year. I'm really confused why we're carrying over $10.8 million in salary cap space. I thought maybe we would sign somebody to an extension. That could still happen tomorrow or Monday. Sure wouldn't expect it on Monday, especially traveling. But you never know. That being said, I know that you have to worry about the COVID. And, having players hit that IR for 3 weeks, up to 3 weeks because of it. Or, even longer. $10.8 million, that's a lot. That's a lot. We normally do carry over at about $3.5 million. Or $4 million. Back in the day, we used to go $4 million. Now we've thinned that down a bit. What's included in the 2021 here is that whole $10.8 million is in this figure right here. So I'm not really sure what numbers Jason is using. If they're going off like 82 million for the 2021 cap, or I'm just not sure. So I need to do a little more research. I'm not going to talk really too much during the season about the 2021 cap. We'll tackle that next year, right? All right. So I just wanted to get out a quick video there of Cam Heyward's contract and let you know where it stands. I'm very happy that the leader on the defense is locked up for the next 5 years. All right, all. This has been Flip Fisher, bringing you some hopefully interesting and useful cap information. If you liked my video, give me a thumbs up if you would. I would appreciate it. Hey, if you didn't like it, I'm fine with getting a thumbs down. Be sure to subscribe. I go live. I've been putting out a couple of videos a week right now. I plan on doing that throughout the season. And smash that bell to get notified when I go live or when I put out content like this. All right, all. I will probably put out a video. I might go live Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. I need to get on some kind of a schedule and work that out. But I will be rooting on those Steelers on Monday night. All right, y'all take care. Laters.